Scott Spreitzer with Robert Ferringo. We are DocSports.com, and we're talking a little bit of Week 1 NFL action, opening Sunday night football game of the season. We'll get to that in a moment. First, a real quick note, not yet a member at DocSports.com, no problem. Now's the time to jump on board, grab a free $60 account. All you got to do is click on that link below the video, and you can then use those free $60 on any of Robert's daily packages, any of mine, or anybody else over at DocSports.com. Click on that link below the video to get started. Oh, boy, looking forward to this one also. Sunday night football, 69% of the tickets on the short home underdog LA Rams. Cowboys laying 2.5 on the road, total 50.5. And I got to tell you, Robert, despite the offseason back and forth between Dak Prescott and Jerry Jones, the Cowboys are road chalk, and I understand why, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit as we get into this. No more Todd Gurley out of the backfield for the Rams, not that it worked a whole lot last season. It's time for Jared Goff to prove his deep passing worth. I'm not so sure he can. Your thoughts on this battle?
Yeah, I mean, two of the biggest underachievers in the NFL last year, and what happens? They get rewarded with the Sunday night slot in Week 1. So there you go. I mean, look, the Cowboys, they have the new coach in Mike McCarthy. I just want to take a second and say how much I'm going to miss Jason Garrett. I'm going to miss him dearly. Because with Jason Garrett's Cowboys, you knew what you were going to get, and that was absolute and complete stupidity at all times, and especially at the most crucial moments. They've been the most overrated, overhyped team in the NFL for, 2 decades. But with Jason Garrett at the helm, there was always something special about the meltdown. So every time I bet against them, I had some brutal confidence that they would blow it. I don't know what to get with Mike McCarthy now, okay? Fair or not, he was accused of not getting the most out of his talent in Green Bay. He had a year off, and now he inherits one of the most talented teams in the NFL. Overhyped or not, you can't deny that they had a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense last year. But again, it goes to show it's really difficult to have a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense and not make the playoffs and not even win 10 games. So it's going to be interesting to see if McCarthy can kind of smooth over some of those rough edges that we've seen with the Cowboys in recent years.
You know, the Rams have won, 9 of the last 17 games going back to the Super Bowl, lost to the Patriots where they scored a whopping 3 points. Basically what happened, that shut down everything the Rams had done so well. Belichick and the Pats, they laid the blueprint for just annihilating that Rams offense. I mean, remember they blitzed, they pressured Goff, they forced Todd Gurley to stay in and block, and everything changed with the Rams and their successes. They just didn't have them that often anymore. So, listen, it looks like it's going to be Malcolm Brown at running back to start this year. They do have nice receivers in Kupp and Woods and Cook, but they're going to have to change up what they've done on offense, what used to be successful for this team. And I'm not so sure that Jared Goff is the quarterback to do this. Listen, they're 0-7-1, by the way, against the spread in their last 8 as a home dog. Both teams have strong over tendencies in this particular situation. But what I like here, Robert, is the short road favorite, the Dallas Cowboys laying those points.
Yeah, I'm absolutely with you. This game is actually a rematch of a game from last December when Dallas absolutely trucked Los Angeles. That game wasn't close. The talent disparity that caused that 3-touchdown win for Dallas is even going to be more apparent on the road here. The Rams don't have a strong home field advantage by any stretch of the imagination. And you mentioned about Goff and, them trying to manipulate some things on offense. I'm more worried about the Rams on defense. Going into this game, they could have as many as 8 new defensive starters, and they lost Wade Phillips, who was, he's been one of the best defensive coordinators in the NFL over the last 20 years. You don't just make up for that, especially when you have a powerhouse offense like the Dallas Cowboys coming to town. So I absolutely like Dallas. I'm going to give Mike McCarthy the benefit of the doubt here that I wouldn't with Jason Garrett. But these look like 2 teams heading in opposite directions.
Well, as folks can tell, we are ready to get started chomping at the bit for the NFL season. And if you are chomping at the bit to jump on board over at DocSports.com and have yet to become a member, no reason to wait, man. You can click on that link below the video, get yourself set up for a free $60 account, and use the free $60 on any of our daily packages. Anybody on the roster over at DocSports.com. He's Robert Ferringo. I'm Scott Spreitzer. We are DocSports.com. Check out all the NFL Week 1 videos.